You know, Layne Staley will never be replaced.
When did you decide to, you decided to reunite for the Tsunami concert. Why? Was there some urge to do it?
To help other people out, raise some money. It had nothing to do with us. I just called, you know, we're in constant contact. We always have been, and we're like brothers, you know, so they're the first guys I called to see if they wanted to help out, and they said, yeah. And we didn't really put any thought into it, you know. It was not like, let's get the band together. It was just showed up, and there was absolutely no thought behind it. And then once we got there, it was sort of like, whoa, this is pretty heavy, you know. But, you know, like I said, it wasn't about us, so that was helpful. And then after that, that kind of other things come up when you do that, you know. Ann and Nancy Wilson took part in it, and they're friends, and then they were being honored for their career by like a television show, and they asked if we'd play a couple songs on their show. That's when William came into the picture.
Yeah,
and
that's the first public thing I did with Dallas.
What was it like for you? What was it? Was it something that you thought, well, maybe, because you once said that you would like to record again, but maybe not under the name of Alice in Chains. What changed that you ultimately decided to continue the band?
It just naturally led to that,
yeah?
You know, I mean, a year and a half ago, or not even that long ago, we weren't even talking about making a record. I mean, it's all been little steps that we've been taking, and they just naturally, organically have kind of led us to these things. And as long as it felt good and we were all behind it, and it was for the right reasons, we moved forward, you know. And at that time, when I said that, that was, you know, when I think Rolling Stone or somebody asked me about the Tsunami thing, like, are you getting the band back together? I said, no, you know. But, you know, I back it 1,000%, you know. It's not some false thing, you know, we're doing this for real.
Right.
You know, it's not some one-off trick, you know, we're all into it all the way, and
it wouldn't work any other way.
But is it hard for you, because, well, there's a lot of attention now, because, well, Layne Staley died, and you have to, you replace him. Is it hard for you? Is it hard, or is it comes naturally now?
Well, you know, sure, it presents challenges for me, of course, you know, a lot of scrutiny and all that, but, you know, I mean, it's challenging for all of us. You know, we all have our own challenges to face with regard to this situation and to moving forward. But we look at it as kind of analogous to the same challenges that everybody in the world has to face when they suffer a loss, or when things go a bit off the rails, you know, and they have to figure out how to get their life back together and move forward, and maybe move forward a little wiser and maybe even a little better than they were before. So in that respect, you know, I don't get all caught up in how unique it is, you know, my weird position that I'm in, because that sort of tips it over into something that puts too much, it just puts too much importance on it and too much weight on it, you know. I mean, this is a rock band, and it's a really good one, and the music has meant a lot to a lot of people, and so of course, you know, I'm gonna try to live up to my own standard of excellence no matter what I'm doing, you know. And so when I was asked to do this back in 2006, it's like, well, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna come into it as hard and heavy as I possibly can, because that's just what you do, you know. And then as we moved on and toured, and, you know, new ideas started happening naturally because instruments are laying around, and, you know, we're all together all the time. Then at some point when a decision was made to try recording, you know, again, you know, we're going to dive into that with everything we have, including myself, you know, and it's, we're going to be our own worst critics always. I certainly am. I'm harder on myself than anyone could possibly be on me, you know. So, you know, I mean, I dig what you're saying, but I mean, you know, Layne Staley will never be replaced in the sense that most people mean it. He was fantastic, and he's his own he was his own person, and now he's not here anymore. And so the only thing I can do is what comes naturally to me, be myself, and come into this band, you know, and you know, I certainly am gonna pay respect to the old songs, the melodic structure of the old songs. I love those songs, but I'm also gonna invest in with my own experience, because that's the only way you can sing them honestly.